Pearls of Wisdom by Pearl Operational Design Inc. My name is Hazel Lord. I'm the founder of Pearl Operational Design Inc. So you may see behind me the lovely Atlantic Ocean on a Caribbean island that I am visiting currently. And while I would love to regale you with island stories, this blog is a continuation of what we had started before. So we had started to talk about operational design and the design elements. The last video we talked about technology, and I used some examples in order to really show what technology is, which is an enabler. For this episode, we're going to be talking about another key component of your operational design, and these are your processes. Your core processes, your enabling processes, your governance processes, any processes that are regulatory and compliant. But your core processes are important because remember when we define value, and your core processes are really linked to the value that you are providing to that client or customer. And I will use an example. So while coming to this beautiful destination that you see behind me, I traveled on an airline. This is not about calling out the airline. This is about looking at processes. They left my baggage back in Canada. So let's backtrack. Prior to coming to the destination, you check in. You pay a fee for your checked-in bag. You get to the airport early enough to print your tags and to check in, clear security, assuming that by the time you board your flight and the flight lands at its destination, your bags will be here. This was not the case for me, so then something went wrong with the process. So what did go wrong with the process? And this is where understanding not just your core processes as one, but the interconnected processes. So here's what I think happened. The flight was very full because, like me, everyone is trying to get away from the waiter. Then not everyone checks in their bags. Maybe they don't want to pay the fee, maybe they're not carrying enough. But here is the problem. When the cabin is full and everyone has carry-on bags, they then request people to check in those bags. Those bags are being checked in for free, by the way. And there's a promise that when you get to your final destination, you are going to receive your bags. So what's happening here with your processes? Those bags have to go somewhere. They're going into cargo. So those bags that people have not paid for, but there is a promise that they will receive it when they land, are now going to hijack some of the space in the cargo. Some of the space for bags that were checked in by people who paid the fee. Here's the concept. You have people who are following your core processes, i.e. your customers. And then you have some people, the same customers, who may not completely follow your process. They get priority. So actually the ones that pay are the ones that get punished. Now I can take this further back to how the plane was configured, the fact that where I was sitting at the back of the plane had no room in the overhead for carry-on bags because it's now full with things for the in-flight crew. And that is a problem as well because when your processes are such that you are removing the space for the carry-on, then your clients or your customers don't have the space for carry-on. People who are sitting there have to put their bags elsewhere. So you're now limiting the space in your cabin. You now have to transfer that now into cargo, and then you end up with decisions being made to leave bags. And what ends up happening? Your customers land at the destination and now have to be charged to pay for clothing and essentials, which is putting them out because that was not part of their plan, and that's not part of the value proposition that you are delivering to your clients. The other piece is you're assuming now some other processes that are going to kick in, which is the process around storing the bag, making sure the bag is safely stored. The process of now making sure that the bag gets on a subsequent aircraft. Another process, which is your scheduling process, which is your bags now have to get on the next flight. But if you're only flying 4 flights to that destination, sometimes your customers are going to be without their clothing for more than 3 days. So let's recognize what's happening here. You are relying on an intricate network of processes to deliver that value that we talked about in our first video to your customers. In this case, unfortunately for me, it did not work out that way. I followed all of the processes and my bag was left. And here's another thing. In your processes, when you have a person making a decision who is far removed from the customer, it's easy to make a decision that's going to disrupt the customer than someone who has to deal with the irate customer. And unfortunately for businesses, the people that they put in the front line have to deal with very angry customers, and they are not the ones that make that decision. So when you're designing the processes for your operations, please ensure that you have understood how they all intricately link in order to deliver that value to your customer. That is a promised value that you have made, and especially when there's payment involved. If you got value out of our session today, please remember, share the knowledge.